Peter Chapman, one of SOCAN's composers who score. You were nominated for Winona Earp with Rob Carley this year at the Canadian Screen Awards. Can you tell me a little bit about the work you were doing with Rob and how that was for Winona Earp?
So the work I did with Rob was it was amazing. First and foremost, because Rob is a phenomenal composer, so a chance to get to work alongside him was pretty amazing and super educational and inspiring. It was really cool. Like when we originally got teamed together, the idea was that Rob comes from like a really strong classical orchestral background, and I have a pretty strong sort of remixing synth electronic background. And so that was the original vision, but it was actually awesome once we started working together. It's like we were both, I think we were both kind of trying to impress each other. So I was like really like upping my orchestral chops, and he was really upping his synth game. And it was actually, it got pretty funny because the people listening to the cues started, at first, like they started trying to call out like, oh, so-and-so did that, so-and-so did that, and they were just getting it wrong across the board.
It's funny because people know you mostly from the incredible remix work you did, where you did that record of Beastie Boys songs using only Daft Punk samples, and that, went crazy viral, and everybody knows that. But you worked on, if I have my information correct, Bomb Girls, Degrassi Next Generation, Durham County, all these shows. So people maybe don't know how much you compose. How does your remixing work affect what you do when you work in the movies and TV?
That's a good question. A lot of the remixing work originally started from like things that I would do in between shows. So it's like if I wasn't working on a show, I would sort of do the remixing for fun, which is how the Daft Science stuff came into effect. And I think like you can definitely hear it on Winona Earp. Like remixing is sort of this sort of taking stuff and chopping it up and deconstructing and putting it back together is sort of a whole other style. I mean, it's like a different style of orchestration in the same way that someone might be really good at orchestrating classical music. This would be orchestrating electronic stuff.
So what's next for you? What are you up to in the next little while?
So I just finished a series called Workin' Moms, which is on CBC, really awesome. I composed that with this super talented local artist named Maylee Todd, who's wicked. So she and I did the score to that, wrapped that literally last week, and I'm starting season 2 of Winona Earp next week with Rob. And then I'm actually going to be scoring a video game, which now that I'm saying it, I just realized I can't talk about, but I will say that a new exciting high-profile video game will be coming out in the next couple of years I'm going to get working on that as well. And I'm about to drop a new hot mixtape.
Cool.
It's called the Exploding Hot Death Lava Mixtape. It'll be out like in a week. It's just like a bunch of great Toronto-based hip-hop artists.
Cool.
So yeah, be good.